Have you ever been in a room full of people, but there's one person who says nothing at all, and yet, they seem to know exactly what's going on? What if that quiet person is watching your every move and understanding things that you don't even realize? Welcome to the world of the Sigma male. These men aren't just mysterious, they're masters of perception. While everyone else is busy sharing their life stories, Sigma males are quietly observing, analyzing, and collecting the truth that most people are too busy to see. In this video, we'll reveal 6 things Sigma males never tell anyone, and why their silence is more powerful than anything you'll say. Get ready, because this is the type of knowledge that could change the way you see people forever. What if the quietest person in the room knows exactly why you do what you do? While everyone's busy sharing their life stories on social media, there's a deeper game being played, one that most people never even notice. Sigma males see things in others that would make most people uncomfortable. They notice patterns in behavior, hidden motivations, and subtle manipulations that others miss completely. But unlike those who use such insights for advantage, they keep these observations to themselves. It's not just about being private. It's about understanding that some knowledge, once revealed, changes how people act around you forever. Like a poker player who never shows their hand, these men understand that certain truths are more powerful when kept silent. You might be interacting with a Sigma right now at work, in your social circle, or even in your family. They see the games you play, the masks you wear, the stories you tell yourself, but they'll never let you know just how much they figured out. Do you want to know what they're really thinking? Here are 6 things Sigma males never tell anyone, and why. Number 1. The real reason they stay quiet. Popular belief suggests that quiet people are shy, insecure, or have nothing to say. But for a Sigma, silence is a conscious choice that runs much deeper than most realize. Dr. Matthew Lieberman, a renowned neuroscientist, discovered that the brain processes information more effectively during periods of silence. In moments of quiet, the brain isn't just resting. It's actively processing and integrating information at a deeper level. These men understand this instinctively. While others rush to fill every silence with words, they're busy observing, analyzing, and connecting dots that most people miss. It's not that they can't speak up. They simply know that staying quiet gives them an edge that talking would eliminate. They notice how their silence puts others on edge, how people rush to fill the void with information they never intended to share, how secrets slip out, masks fall away, and true intentions reveal themselves in the presence of someone who simply chooses not to speak. Sigma males keep this knowledge to themselves. They don't explain why they prefer listening to talking, or how much they learned from others' need to fill the silence. While everyone else is busy proving how much they know, these men quietly gather insights that others freely give away. Ancient philosopher Zeno put it perfectly. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. For a Sigma, this isn't just wisdom. It's a strategic advantage he'll never reveal. Number 2. How they actually process betrayal. Betrayal hits Sigma males just as hard as anyone else. The pain, the anger, the emotional gut punch. They feel it all. But what happens next is what they never talk about. While some might look for revenge or share their hurt on social media, a Sigma turns inward. Not because he's above feeling hurt, but because he's learned that quiet processing leads to deeper understanding. The betrayal becomes both a wound and a lesson. Sure, he feels the sting. He's human after all. But while others get stuck in the emotional loop of, why me? The Sigma male is already shifting into analysis mode. Every red flag he missed, every sign he ignored, every pattern he didn't see before, it all gets filed away for future reference. These men won't tell you about the sleepless nights or the moments of doubt. They won't mention how they replay situations in their head, looking for missed clues. Instead, they silently transform their pain into protection, their hurt into wisdom. While others seek validation for their pain, Sigma males seek understanding from it. Not because they're emotionally superior, but because they've learned that growth hurts less than bitterness. But they keep this process to themselves, Because sometimes the quietest healing leads to the strongest recovery. And while the pain may pass and the lessons may stick, they never forget. They just choose to use the experience as a compass rather than a weapon. Number 3. What makes them secretly lose respect? You might think it's the big things that make a Sigma lose respect: betrayal, lies, or direct disrespect. But often, it's the subtle behaviors that most people don't even notice that cause his opinion of someone to shift permanently. While others might get upset about disagreements or different viewpoints, Sigma males watch for deeper patterns. It's not about what you believe, it's about how you treat others when no one important is watching. That quick rudeness to a waiter, the way you talk about friends behind their backs, how you handle small promises. They notice these little moments that reveal character. Not because they're looking to judge, but because these patterns tell them everything they need to know about who you really are. While everyone's focused on your highlight reel, they're paying attention to the behind-the-scenes footage. The weird part is that they rarely show that their respect is gone. You'll still receive polite smiles and casual conversation. They'll still treat you with basic courtesy, but internally, something has shifted. A mental note has been made. A line has been crossed. They keep these judgments to themselves, not out of spite or superiority, but because they understand that everyone has their own path to woke. While others gossip about dramatic fallouts, a Sigma simply adjusts his boundaries quietly. Because sometimes the deepest judgments are the ones we never share. Number 4. Why they sometimes distance themselves. Most people think it's about anger or playing hard to get when a Sigma male creates distance. The truth is far more calculated and has nothing to do with emotions at all. Harvard psychologist Dr. Susan David calls it emotional agility, the ability to step back and assess situations objectively before they become toxic. A Sigma male doesn't distance himself because he's hurt. He does it because he sees patterns forming that others haven't noticed yet. While others might stick around hoping things will improve, these men recognize early warning signs. That subtle shift in group dynamics, the slow creep of toxic behavior, the gradual drain of energy from once positive connections. They don't wait for things to get bad. They step back while they can still do it gracefully. The strange thing is how rarely they explain their retreat. You might notice they're less available, slower to respond, more selective with their time. But they won't tell you it's because they've spotted red flags you haven't seen yet, or that they're protecting their peace before it's threatened. This isn't about running away. While others might distance themselves out of spite or to prove a point, a Sigma male does it as quietly as morning fog lifting. No dramatic exits, no explanations, no burned ridges, just a careful reallocation of energy and attention. Because sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself and others is to step back before things get complicated. Number 5. How much they really know. People often mistake a measured response for a limited understanding, but there's an old saying, the true expert knows enough to speak simply. Psychologists found that those who understand a subject deeply tend to explain it with fewer words, while those with surface knowledge often overcompensate with excessive detail. This perfectly captures how Sigma males handle information. You might notice it in everyday situations. While others ramble about their relationship problems, they'll offer one insight that cuts to the core issue. During friend drama, they might make a single observation that reveals the whole picture. Not because they don't see all the angles, but because they know which one matters most. The real skill shows in how they navigate social dynamics. They understand who's really friends with who, which relationships are genuine, what motivates different people's actions, but they'll never hear them gossip about it. Instead, they might drop a subtle hint that shows they've seen the whole game being played. You can tell a lot by how they handle personal conversations. When someone shares a problem, they don't overwhelm them with advice or stories. They listen, process, and often respond with just 1 or 2 sentences that hit exactly what needs to be heard. They'll never reveal how deeply they read people and situations. They won't tell you about all the patterns they've noticed or connections they've made because they've learned something most haven't. True understanding shows itself in precision, not volume. It's not about how much you say, It's about how much value each word carries. Number 6. How often they feel misunderstood. Ask any Sigma about feeling misunderstood, and you'll probably get a knowing smile. Not because they enjoy it, but because it's such a constant part of their reality that they've learned to live with it. The truth is, these men feel the weight of being misunderstood just like anyone else. When people mistake their need for space as coldness or their direct honesty as rudeness, it hurts. While they might seem unbothered on the surface, there are moments when they wish others could just see their intentions for what they really are. Psychology explains this as a common experience for those who don't fit typical social patterns. While most people follow predictable social scripts, Sigma males often respond to situations differently, leading to natural misunderstandings. You might catch glimpses of their frustration sometimes, when their silence is taken as agreement rather than disagreement, when their careful analysis is seen as overthinking, when their independence is labeled as antisocial. They feel these misinterpretations deeply, even if they rarely show it. But here's what sets them apart. While others might try to explain themselves or change to fit in, these men have learned to find peace with being misunderstood. Not because they don't care, but because they've realized that true understanding only matters from those who take the time to really see them. And sometimes, in quiet moments, they admit to themselves that being understood by everyone might mean becoming someone they're not. So, next time you're in a room with a Sigma male, take a moment to pause. Are they really the quiet ones? Or are they just a step ahead, watching, listening, and silently holding all the cards? The truth is, they know more than you think, and what they choose not to say can be just as revealing as anything they do. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to know what it really means to be a Sigma male. And hey, drop a comment below. What do you think they know about you? Keep evolving, stay strong, and remember, sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep playing the game, but never show your hand. Subscribe for more content on Sigma males and personal growth. Let us know in the comments what you think Sigma males are really thinking. Watch our other viral videos here.